Hey Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and we are here to give you the lowdown on what it looks like when you open not just one, but two, three, four, five, six different complete bundles from one case. And we'll go over what kind of gives you and all that good jazz as well. Get this crap out of the way again. So yeah, it was a really fun experience. It was really great. I think the main thing we're going to go over, we go back over and grab this stuff, is the kind of the oil slick cards that really came in it. Because the rest of it's really just set booster stuff, right? So we know what that's like. We've done several videos on set boosters. But I think what's really interesting about this whole shenanigans scenario, anyway, the whole situation is the actual total for what these are actually worth, and I think it's going to surprise you. So before I get too far into it, put a comment down below or, think to yourselves, what do you think? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Well, we're getting ready to actually show you, and we're going to talk about it at the end because I have some interesting theories. You may not believe me, but just hear me out. So, don't forget to subscribe. We're still trying to get to 1,000 people. So, here we go. Here's the actual information from all the box values. Now, long story short, box 1, 159. Box 2, 97. Box 3, 118. Box 4, 140. Box 5, 190. Box 7, 104 for a total of $808 of value. $134 a piece. So were these underpriced at $80? Yes, they were according to the market as of right now. And there's lots of reasons for that. So that's the one thing I want to kind of get into and have an honest conversation with you guys about. So if we look at how this breaks down, box 1, which was a good box, $52 in mythics, $24 in rares, $4 from the list, $79 in the oil slick cards. So the important thing about the oil slick cards, I took the low value. So every oil slick land is about $3.50, except for swamps. They're going for like $6, anywhere from $6 to $7. It's really weird on how many's on there. So I gave them a base value of roughly $48 just for the lands in the oil slick box. We gave them a little lower value than that when we first started in previous videos, but that's what the current market price is. So that's already half the box when it was $80. So anyway, moving on. In the lower box, we had $10 in mythics, $16 in rares, $1 from the list, $70 from the oil slick. And then the next box was 10, 15, 7, 86 oil slick, 9, 19, 2, 110 in oil slick, 90, 11, 1, 88 in oil slick, and then 8, 20, no list cards, and 76. So one thing to look at here, there's almost no value in the list. Now, the list hits, we know, are very rare and random. With only 12 packs, it's going to be hard to get one worth a damn. But it's interesting that if you get a list hit, it's going to automatically pump this up pretty high. Because if you look over here, there was only there's two boxes that gave real high mythic counts. The others were really low. You can see here the rares hovered around anywhere from $10 to $20 max. There's a 25 up here, but I think that was an outlier because not all the rares are worth as much. But here's the thing, guys. The oil slick cards, 76, 88, 110, 86, 70, 79. Like, it made all the difference, the fact that if you averaged out the oil slick cards, you're looking at $80+ just in oil slick card value, which tells me that when they were sold for $80, according to the market as of right now, they were actually underpriced because you got all this extra stuff, so it was worth the money. And if we just do the basic math comparison here at 134 piece, if you get one shipped to you and it's, on average, you're paying less than $130 for it, with shipping and tax, you've got good value because you're going to get your monies back on average. Now, with that said, I know you guys are going to say, yeah, Captain, yada, yada, yada. Notice there's some good, there's some bad. So you'll have that box, you'll have that variation with anything you open. That includes draft and set boxes. We've shown that in the previous videos. If you haven't seen it, go check them. Also in those videos, something else I talked about a lot, and I mentioned it in these videos, is when you open a case, it's really spooky that the track printing will almost give you two bad boxes, two okay boxes, about medium, and two really good boxes. And if you look at this, you have a 97 and a 104. Those are bad boxes. That's under the value of 134, but you had two boxes that were pretty well even, 118, 140. 140 is probably kind of high, but you had two really good ones at 190 and 159. And we've seen that same pattern inside a case of draft, inside a case of set, and it's really crazy. And if you want, I'll even flip back to the page over here to show you the set and draft from where we did before. You can see here, right? These were the drafts here. You can see a 90, a 90. There's an 88, a 120, 121. So you had one bad, technically three bad, and two really good, and then one about average, coming out to 101 for draft. But when we went through and did the draft again, you'll notice here, those are collectors, sorry, that these draft boxes were a lot hot. Is that collectors or draft? I can't remember anymore. But anyway, here are the set boxes. They list kind of the same. We got a 101 and an 80. And then we had two ones that were averagely good, 149, 156. And then we had a 163, 177. So, again, really crazy that that's how it came out. And if you look here, these were the other draft boxes. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we had an 82, a 1 and a 94. Those were the two low ones. A 106, 101. Those were the even ones, kind of on tilt for what a draft box should be. And a 179 and a 177. Again, a lot of that was based on the mythics or whatever. But as you can see from this, we're seeing the same pattern in these boxes as 6 in a case as we see with 6 draft or set boxes in a case. And if we looked at the collector boxes even here, you could see we had two bad ones out of 6, 179, 189, which wasn't good. But then we had two even ones. We had a 209. 237 is kind of high, but it's actually kind of on par for what it's worth. And then we had a 249, which is a little above average, and a 267. So again, 2, 2, and 2. And I think we're going to keep seeing that. I'm going to check this same kind of math we do March of the Machines and see if there's too low, too medium, and then too high inside a case. If that's what's going on, to actually make sure you get your money, you need to buy a case so you can, with the law of large numbers, even out how much these boxes are and average higher. Because like it says here, the lowest box was 178, but the average was 221, which is about where the price is now. So that's pretty good. Same over here. It's just really crazy. The average is 123, but there were small boxes in there that made it really low. But those two big boxes that had those hits brought it up to where it needed to be. Up here, same thing. 101 average, low boxes and high boxes, set boxes the same. That brought it up to 137. There were low boxes and the real good high boxes. I really think we found something here. And I know I'm not done this, I'm not done hundreds of boxes inside of one set, but I've done, 4 cases of boxes in every set, and this is a pattern from every set that I've seen, and it's too much to be coincidence. So something to think about there, and do with that information what you will. And as far as these go, I just want to let you guys know I did not get an Atraxa or anything really big. I think one of the best things I got was a sword right here, around $30. So I hit on the lower side of what these oil slicks are worth as far as the cards. The lowest oil slick cards are averaging $14 a piece. So if you look here at the price, two of them at $14 a piece, you're guaranteed $76 worth of value. just in that one pack. Meaning $80 for the box, you're going to get, if they didn't raise the price, for the $80, you basically get 12 free packs, plus all the foil lands, plus the extra card, plus the box. Like, you got way more value than you would have paid for. And I think people started realizing that real quick, which is why that price really skyrocketed. So at the end of the day, this box is easily worth, I think, $150. If they don't reprint it, I think the price is just going to go up, just because these are just too sweet. And I'll go over a video to explain what all the different cards are later. But tell me what you think down below. Am I right? Am I wrong? I mean, I've got math and numbers. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I guess you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, hell, I've got one like buttholes. Everybody does. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Don't forget, till next time, be kind, and I hope to see you across from the game table. Later, player.